with the flow.
Can't forget about Coach Bergen. And if you don't got Coach Bergen, you ain't got shit.
Okay, right.
People like to say they're washed up, whatever. I tell you one thing, I ain't motherfucking washed up.
Coach Bergen here, and welcome to the Coach Bergen Show, episode 61. Our guest today is Aaron Hughes. Joined. There we go. Hey, we got you.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. All right. Do you have any... So, Aaron Hughes, first of all right, welcome to the show. Do you have any upcoming fights that you want to share about, or did you just have a win? I don't really remember, to be honest. I know I see your videos all the time, and that was what caught my attention.
No, I don't have any upcoming fights. No, I just fought in January. 2-fight winning streak, but taking a break for some time to enjoy the life of a dad. So,
You're not a dad.
Okay, congratulations.
thank you. I appreciate
So,
that.
how many kids do you have?
I have one stepdaughter, and I'll have my first daughter on the way in about
Okay.
like 2 weeks or so.
Oh, wow, that's coming up quick.
Yeah, it's coming quick for
Awesome.
sure.
That's awesome. Okay. So, how did you get started with fighting?
So when I was like 15 or 16, my brother was a fighter. I was always a huge fan of just watching the UFC. I always watched it on TV. My mom would never let me do it. She was like a little bit of like overprotective mom. Um, I watched Ronda Rousey fight, and she broke Misha Tate's arm, and I was hooked. The next week I signed up at a gym, and then my first class ever, I was just hooked and addicted. I just never looked back. That was in 2013. Just never looked back. Been obsessed with it ever since. And I still love it today, just like the first day. So,
All right. And so, how many have you had so far?
so I have 16 professional fights. I had 10 amateur fights, and then I had about 20 smokers between kickboxing and boxing. So I'd say I'm leaning like close to 40.
Oh, I think I lost you. All right, 20 smokers between, you said kickboxing and MMA?
20 smokers between kickboxing and boxing. 16
boxing.
professional, 16 professional MMA fights and 10 amateur MMA fights. So I'd say leaning close to like 40.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have like a number in mind of fights you want to hit before you retire?
Well, technically I retired after my last one.
Oh,
But nah,
okay. To be a dad.
yeah, there's no specific number in mind, money always talks, so if I got a really, really good offer, that it would be impossible to like turn something like that down, but no offer in mind right now. I'm just training, coaching, enjoying the life of being a dad and having a family.
All right. So you're coaching as well, you said. So do you have any fighters that have events coming up, or?
So I just had one guy, he fought last night. Unfortunately, he lost, but I will have some guys fighting in June, but I won't be there, obviously. Like I said, my baby will be born in like 2 weeks, so
Right.
I'm gonna probably be out of the gym for like a month or two at least. So I won't be there, but I'll be watching from afar. But my teammate Carter Whitty, he's fighting May 9th for Cage Titans, for the bantamweight belt. I've been training with him for years, probably like 7 years now. I've watched him start from nothing to where he is now, so it's pretty cool to see his growth.
For sure. It's always good to be able to see the progress and be able to compare of like, wow, I can't believe when you first started, this is what you would have done, but now you just did it this way and it worked so much better. But there's so many ways that you can just see progression, and that's one of the big things with MMA. With progressing, you're always getting better, always learning, always improving, seeing new perspectives, etc., etc. So you fight at 145, right?
Yeah, mostly at 155 now. My last fight at 145 was last February, but yeah, just the weight cut just takes way too much out of me, you know. Um,
Mm.
like it makes me just hate the process of fighting. Like the reason why I train, why I fight is because I love it, you know. And when you're just spending 8 to 10 weeks, you know, just dieting and just being miserable the entire time, you know, you really kind of miss out on the small things, you know, like dinner with the family, you know, going out with some friends, you know, and I still cut a decent amount of weight to make 155, but um, it's definitely
What
a
are you
lot
walking around
less.
at?
Well, right now I haven't really been training much. Like I'm only I went from training probably 6 days a week to only 2 days a week, so
Mhm.
I'm a little fat right now. I'm like 180, but
Okay.
typically, you know, when I'm training consistently, I'd say I don't really get much heavier than 170. So
All right. So to 145, that's like 25 pounds. You know, could be a lot worse. But to
yeah, but
55
it's
sounds a lot
definitely
more comfortable.
it's definitely a tough cut to make 145 for me, honestly. And I realized that in my last one, like I said, it was last February. The
Hmm.
cut was just terrible. Probably like one of the worst cuts that I've had. And I just feel like I can't take a shot as well at 145, you know. Um, I've never been dropped really at 155, you know. Like I've been rocked a little bit, but I would just get hit at 45 and just like automatically just get rocked every single time, you know.
Like it takes a lot more out of you because of the weight cut.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
Mm. I wish there was a way to like take weight cutting out of the sport, but I don't really know how that would be possible. So the only idea I've really come up with, and I'm sure you'll have more, I'd love to hear some ideas, but the only one I've actually had so far that would be like feasible would be if you added in a second weigh-in, like before they walk into the cage. There doesn't even need to be any pound allowance or anything, but it'll at least show the transparency of how much weight everybody's cutting and how much you're actually walking into the cage at. And then you're seeing, you know, like realistically what the fighter is walking around at, not how much they weigh for 45 seconds when they step on the scale.
Yeah, so I mean, I cut to 155. My last fight was January 24th. On fight night, I think I was like 168. So I gained about like 13 pounds. But the UFC just recently did a study from the UFC Performance Institute of like
Mm-hmm.
all the fighters and how much weight they cut and the percentage of weight that they're putting back on. And the study actually proved that the guys who are cutting more weight are not winning more than the guys who are cutting less weight, you know? Unfortunately, it's a part of the sport, man, and I don't really think there's really much of a way around it besides adding more weight classes. Because even if you add in same day weigh-ins or you add in a second weigh-in, the guys are still going to cut weight, and it's just going to make it more dangerous, you know. Because then guys are going to be cutting weight at the last second, and they're going to be going into the fight, you know. Maybe they just cut
Yeah,
7 pounds like right before the fight, you know, and then they're going to be
right.
dehydrated as it is.
Yeah, I guess like my thought with that would be that because it's now going to be more dangerous, it won't be worthwhile, so they'll be less likely to cut weight. But I understand as well because you know you got the fighter mentality. You're just gonna be like, fuck it, whatever the fuck it takes. Like I want to win. So you know you would be more willing to
Yeah,
just
and
take the risk.
even one FC has the
Hmm.
hydration testing, but it's actually really easy to like get around that because what people do is they just chug water and keep themselves hydrated for the test, and then like they just hold in their pee, they do the test, and then they go sweat everything out and they pee. And it's not fast enough to dehydrate them, but they're still losing all the weight. So when they take the test again, they're still considered adequately hydrated. So personally, I think the only way around it really is to just add more weight classes. You know, boxing has so many weight classes, but then you got the guys who are like, there's one guy who's a champion in 6 different weight classes. You know, and it's like nobody really wants to see that either. You know.
Right, right. And you know the other thing with adding in more weight
You
classes
want me to
is it would make it
make Joe?
easier for some fighters to be able to cut more weight. Because say you're walking around at 165, but you don't want to fight 155 because you don't have as much of an advantage or whatever, but you don't want to cut to 145. If there was a 150 class, they would probably do that as opposed to just settling at 55 and kind of being at their natural weight.
Video.
But
y- yeah, and I think like just two weight classes, right? Because
mm,
you got every weight class is 10 pounds, but then you got
yeah,
lightweight to welterweight, which is 15 pounds, and then you got middleweight to light heavyweight, which is 20 pounds,
yep,
and then you got
yep,
light heavyweight to heavyweight, which is 60 pounds. You know,
yeah.
so I think if you just add three weight classes, okay, maybe you add a 165.
Okay. Do we want a 165 though if there's a 170? Because I hear that number a lot, 165, but if there's a 170-pound belt, what's the point of a 165? It's basically the same.
Yeah, but so where do you put a new weight class then? Because you got from 170 to 185. It's
It would probably need to be like 195 or 200 would be one of them, and then somewhere in between the 205 and 265, right? For like I don't know, 225 or 235, something
I
like that.
think I think 225 would be great, you know,
Mm,
like a cruiserweight. Um, but there's also guys who can fight at 155 but are too small for 170. So that's why I think there could be a
right.
165-pound weight class, you know? Like
Okay.
um I can't really think of any examples off the top of my head, but there
So
are
what
some
if it was
big.
just in the middle of 170 and 155 at like, I don't know, what is that, 162 and a half or something like that? So I don't know. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't sound as good as
Yeah,
165,
it
but at
doesn't.
least it's not, leaning more towards what welterweight already is.
Yeah,
Um,
but I don't even like one FC. They don't even have a like their flyweight division is
mm,
135. So like they don't even have a flyweight division over there for
okay.
um. But I don't think they should get rid of any weight classes. You know, like they don't
No.
need to get rid of 125 and stuff. But yeah,
They
I
could
think
maybe
like
figure out how to readjust them. Like instead of 170 to 185, maybe it's 175, 185, and then you have 165 as well. Um,
yeah, yeah,
you know, and then that way you can still have the weight classes. Like welterweight would just be 175 instead of 170, and then you could keep 165 like we're trying to add in there,
yeah,
and then you still have 55 for everything else the same. Um, but I think there should definitely be like a 225 or 235, something like that as well for the bigger guys. Because like if you look at what the heavyweight division was maybe a decade ago, it was like Randy Couture and Cain Velasquez. They were like the stars of the heavyweight division, and they were about 225 pounds, 230 pounds. They weren't that big compared to all the other heavyweights. But
yeah,
because they had such good technique and such good conditioning, and the heavyweight division was not what it was, or what is not what it is now, they were able to kind of like walk through everybody a little bit easier. And so for, people like their size, I think, they definitely need something as well.
yeah.
But
Like take Alex Pereira for example. He was
mhm,
a champ at 185, a champ at 205. Now he's going up to 265. That's a pretty big jump, and like he can knock out anybody. Like he's that much like of a savage. But I can just picture him at 225. You
mhm,
know, just knocking people dead.
right.
265. I mean, I guess we'll see how he's gonna do, but I'm kind of leaning towards him not doing so hot at heavyweight. You know.
Mm. You think he's going to be outweighed or outmatched,
Well,
outstrength?
he's weighing like 260 or
Mhm.
265 right now, but I think he's just going to be a little bit slower than usual. You know, he's,
Okay.
he's going to be carrying an extra 30 to 40
Yeah,
extra
it's hard to
pounds. You
keep that
know,
explosiveness with the weight added on. So,
makes a big difference.
yeah, it is.
Like
It is.
right now, I'm about 10 pounds over like what I usually am, and I can feel it when I'm shadow boxing or I'm hitting the bag or I'm sparring. I feel slow, like way
Mm.
slower. You know.
Yeah. And all right. So let's the White House card is something I want to get into. What are your thoughts on that?
Dude, I think it's kind of trash. I made a video on it not too long ago. It's a great card. Don't get me wrong. If that were just a regular UFC pay-per-view card, stacked card. You got Ilya versus Gaethje. You got Pereira versus Cyril Gahn. A lot of good fights on there. I can't really think of other ones off the top of my head. You got Jeremy Stevens is on the card. You got I can't really think of many of the fights off the top of my head. But dude, dropping the ball on Jones versus Pereira.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
no Taporia versus Islam. Like, come on, dude. Like, those are the fights that people want to see. Even
Right.
Taporia versus Armin. Like, nobody wants to see Justin Gaethje get knocked out on the White House lawn. Like
Right.
he's the
Right.
only American on the card.
That's crazy that he's the only American on
Well,
the card.
only American champion
Oh, champion.
on the
Okay.
card.
All right. All right.
Because
Okay.
Michael
I don't
Chandler's
really
on
know
the
who's
card
on
and
the
stuff
card,
too.
so.
Michael
Yeah.
Chandler's on the card.
Okay.
Um,
I would like to see Colby Covington on the card, honestly.
yeah. How do you not
because
have?
he's
How do you
like
not
he
have?
was Trump's guy, dude.
Yeah. How do you
You know?
not have Colby Covington on the card?
Yeah.
Dude, Colby Covington versus Michael Chandler would be a great fight. Chandler could go up to 170. Yeah, I feel like they definitely dropped the ball there and could have made a lot better
And I
fights.
think it was overhyped when it first was announced was the issue. Like with it being overhyped and they were like, oh, it's going to be 8 title fights and, this
Well,
and that, this and that.
well, Trump was the one that said that. Dana White
Yeah.
never really confirmed stuff,
Right.
but it's just supposed to be the biggest card in history, dude. Like, come on, you can do a little bit better than
Right.
that. It's a great card. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna watch. There's a lot of great fights on there, but for a once in a lifetime experience,
Right. For something like that, it has to like really up the ante,
Yeah.
And they kind of dropped the ball a little bit. Hopefully they can fix it a little, and maybe somehow by some miracle get Connor on the card because that will save everything.
Yeah. No,
because he still has star power.
No Connor at the White House either is like kind of crazy, but
Well,
I
he's
guess
been to the White House, like, because he was running for like president of Ireland.
Yeah.
So him and Trump like were hanging out or something. I don't know. I just remember seeing a picture of them together.
Yeah, but they're in talks to have him fight Max Holloway on July 11th for international fight. So, I mean,
well,
I feel like at this
maybe they
stage
can work
though,
it out.
yeah, I feel like at this stage Max is gonna run through him, but
Yeah, probably at this point. Because I don't know how much Connor's actually training anymore. But also, he's not the kind of guy that would probably be taking a fight if he didn't think he would win.
yeah, of course. But he did also pull out of a fight for a broken toe, so.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cut the toenail the wrong way and then it's just broken. I don't know. But I think I'm more interested in the MVP card than the White House card because, like, I think that's going to give the UFC some much needed competition and it's just going to make it so that way, there's more promotions,
Yeah. That's a good card too, but they're promoting it really well. But let's be real here, right? You got Ronda Rousey, who hasn't fought in 10 years, fighting Gina, who's in her 40s, hasn't fought in 17 years.
Well, aren't they both in their 40s?
I think Ronda's like 37. So I think she's
Okay.
like 37 or 38, but
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll bet that fight doesn't go past the first round. I bet Ronda finishes her in the first round.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think probably? I mean, like she usually does, some kind
Probably
of hero
armbar.
toss.
Yeah, probably armbar.
And then armbar. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And then you got Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry, which is a good fight in theory, but it's like, dude, those guys are both so far past their primes. It's like,
yeah,
really want to
but
see
at the
that,
same time, I still want to see it.
Yeah, I'll still tune in,
I
but
think most people
let's
do.
be real. Perry's gonna kick his ass. Nate's just like a human punching bag. Perry's gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah.
And then you got what do you got? Francis. Really, the fight that I'm like most focused on is Francis versus Felipe Lins. Is I think his name.
Francis. Yeah, he's fighting somebody that was a PFL winner.
Yeah, and he also had a bunch of fights in the UFC. I don't know what his UFC record was, but
I know I looked it up recently, but I don't remember what it was. But it was like he had some notable wins, but
yeah,
his biggest accomplishment was winning the PFL tournament.
right. So I am looking forward to that one. You know, I mean, you never want to miss a Francis fight, you know, because
Right.
he's just got dynamite in his hands. But
And then
um,
is this his first MMA fight outside of the UFC? Because I know he
no,
boxed after,
no,
but
he had one fight in the PFL
oh, okay,
where he knocked the guy out in the first round.
okay,
Or was it
gotcha. I didn't
TKO,
see
I
it.
think. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. PFL, they haven't done any events this year, right?
Yeah, they have. They're doing events all the time.
Have they?
Yeah, they just suck with promotion, man. It's so
Okay.
their
So
promotion
just
is
I'm
just
not hearing
terrible.
of them. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Okay. Because
exactly.
I've said that to at least 8 different fighters, and none of them have been like, no, they've had an event. You know, you're the
Yeah.
first one to
No,
point it out.
they literally just had an event last week. It was like
Really?
PFL, yeah, PFL England maybe or something. It was in some other country. I'm
Okay.
not sure. But yeah, they do
Okay. So
quite a few
internationally,
events.
they're still working.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got you. Well, I mean, that's good that they're still, kind of at it, but like they need to do better with promotion, I guess, because I feel like nobody's really hearing of them. Yeah, at least I'm not.
They just need to give me a contract. I'll talk some shit.
There we go. There we go. We'll get you on the card.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, that's kind of all I got today. I'm glad that you made the time to come on the show today. Is there any training stories or anything you want to share before we go?
No, there's not really any that come to me off the top of my head, you know. But yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram. I talk a lot of shit and make people
Mhm.
laugh, so definitely follow me on there. I'm really trying to get in my content era right now. I'm gonna start busting out a lot of technique videos and stuff. And yeah, if you live in New England, hit me up for some private lessons. You know, I got a baby on the way. Need to support the fam.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for joining today, and congratulations on being a father. Good luck with the new baby and your time off. Enjoy it. And after you get back to training and have a fight lined up, let me know. We'll get you back on.
Probably won't be for a while, but yes, sir, I will, man. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Later.
Yeah. No vibes. No hope. We came with a plan. Yeah. No guessing, no fear when the cage door slams. Every move mapped out, that's a fight plan. Round by round, we don't wing it, man. Train smart, fight clean, that's a fight plan. Camp clock ticking, sweat on the floor. Data on the tablet, not a prayer anymore. We know where you win, we know where you fall. So we don't chase knockouts, we collect rounds all. Distance control, don't bite on the bait. If he blitzes early, let him gas, let him break. No ego in the pocket, no pride in the fire. We survive, then we rise, then we drown as desire. When the lights get loud and the mind gets tight, this ain't improv, this is chess in a fight. No guessing, no fear when the cage door slams. Every move mapped out, that's a fight plan. Round by round, we don't wing it, man. Train smart, fight clean, that's a fight plan. If this happens, do this. If that fails, reset. Win the round, then the fight. No vibes, no hope, just facts in hands. Pressure with purpose, that's a fight plan. Walk out calm, walk out the man. Smart beats tough, that's a fight plan. Digital corner. Real results. Fight plan. Skins under fire, life throwing the heat. Fight work steps in naturally. Feet on Yeah. Thought I was a hero, turns out I was tired. Thought love was a spark, but my wallet was on fire. Patience is a virtue, I was rich in the wrong way. Coach had a whistle, she still hadn't blown it. Let go, you're free. Let go. Hey, look, I don't simp, I support, there's a difference, I swear. But somehow every crisis end up parked in my care. Every soon got extended, every next week got bent. I was funding potential, not the present I meant. Take your time, heal up, I got you, no stress. Next thing I know, I'm cash apping my piece to distress. Doctor on vacation, lawyer need a break. Why everybody healing on my paycheck? I'm the coach, talk discipline, life lessons, grit. But skip the chapter called Who You Investing In. Talking about divine timing, I'm like, cool, I'll wait. But divine timing never showed up with a date. Yeah. Thought I was a hero, turns out I was tired. Thought love was a spark, but my wallet was on fire. Patience is a virtue, I was rich in the wrong way. Coach had a whistle, she still hadn't blown it. Let go, you're free. Let go. Let's be honest, gotta laugh at me. Confuse being kind with liability. If you need a savior, I grab the cape. But why gotta drown just to prove I'm great? I'm learning, help ain't help if it hurts your spine. Trust ain't trust if it costs your time. Love ain't love if it lives on someday and almost don't pay rent in my real life, eh? I don't hate women, nah, cut that noise. I hate patterns wrapped up in a pretty voice. You can care and still say I'm done with the cost. That ain't selfish, that's a boundary, boss. If they want you, they show up. If it's real, it don't need a receipt. If you gotta keep proving your worth, you already underpaid. So I move different, still kind, still me. But I study red flags like it's film on repeat. No more hold me down while I figure it out. Cause I figured me out and I'm choosing that route. I want effort, not echoes, plans, not vibes. If we build enough future, it starts in real time. I'll show love when it's mutual, give space when it's fair. But I'm done auditioning for love with my care. Yeah, thought I was a hero, turns out I was tired. But was a spark, but my wallet was on fire. If patience is a virtue, I was rich in the wrong way. Coach had a whistle, she still hadn't blown it. Let go, you're free. Yeah, still a hero, just smart and inspired. Hard on the field, but my boundaries wired. If patience is a virtue, I invested my way. Coach learned a lesson, now I'm winning the game. Let go. Everybody over giving, over trusting, over waiting. Wait, bro, you just overdue for a boundary. Yeah. Woke up late, hair wild, still a mess though. Mirror looking back like, bro, what's the dress code? Life hitting fast like a right to the temple. But I'm still standing, guess I'm kinda essential. Yeah, I've been down, had doubts in a bundle. Brain doing flips like a damn Royal Rumble. Overthinking every text I ain't sent yet. But I ain't losing, I just ain't win yet. And I've been stressing about the timeline, like I'm late but I'm right on time. Had to learn how to trust my grind, even when it's all uphill climb. I know I'll be alright if I just keep up the fight. I'm gonna keep on shining my light. It's my time, it's my life. I know I'll be alright if I just keep up the fight. I'm gonna keep on shining my light. It's my time, it's my life. Yeah, I used to chase validation heavy, now I'm chasing dreams. Got my foot on the Chevy, people didn't see me, now they acting friendly. Funny how to glow, make them all forget me. I was sitting low, now I'm building leverage, turning all the pain into something legendary. Used to need a yes, now I'm cool with a maybe. Cause the path I'm on gonna pay me daily. Yeah, I fell off, got back up twice. Took a few L's, but I learned the price. Now I'm moving smart, I don't roll no dice. I just bet on me and I roll that life. I know I'll be alright if I just keep up the fight. I'm gonna keep on shining my light. It's my time, it's my life. I know I'll be alright if I just keep up the fight. I'm gonna keep on shining my light. It's my time, yeah, it's my life. Hold up, wait, let me talk my talk. Had to learn how to move, had to learn how to walk. Had to cut some ties, had to tighten my circle. Now I'm locked in mode, tunnel vision, no hurdles. Yeah, I used to trip on the past like daily. Now I'm locked on the future, moving wavy. If you doubt me now, better save that energy. Cause I'm coming back with a whole new legacy. It's my time, it's my life. I know I'll be alright if I just keep up the fight. I'm gonna keep on shining my light. It's my time, it's my life. I know I'll be alright if I just keep up the fight. I'm gonna keep on shining my light. It's my time, it's my life. 5 a.m. glow, city still sleeping, mind already running, I'm 10 moves deep in, game plan mapped out, vision HD, no brain fog here, that's not me. Steam rising slow from the cup in my hand, ideas light up like I drew up the plan. Every rep counts, every thought sharp, fuel for the grind and the creative spark. This ain't just caffeine in a cup, there's that clarity when it's crunch time. What's up? When the pressure hits, I don't panic, I see the whole board clear in front of me. Go, go, go! Coach's cognitive coffee, money roll coffee, that's the key. Stay locked in, stay focused, stay ready, mind steady, vision heavy. Coach's cognitive coffee, money roll coffee, fueling me when the stakes get high and the lights get bright. I'm sharp all day, I'm locked all night. Podcast mic on, headphones tight, big ideas coming left and right. No hesitation, no delay, clear decisions every day. From the chessboard moves to the business plays, from the gym floor grind to the long work days. It's mental edge in every sip, confident, steady, no slip. You can feel a shift when it kicks in clean. Tunnel vision, but the picture's seen. Not hype, just clarity, built for longevity. Coach's cognitive coffee, money roll coffee, that's the key. Stay locked in, stay focused, stay ready, mind steady, vision heavy. Coach's cognitive coffee, money roll coffee, fueling me. Sharp thoughts, long game, no fog in sight. Brew for the win every night. A coma is just a comma in your life. Trust and believe everything will be alright, be alright. You ain't done yet, you just paused mid-fall in your life. Trust and believe everything will be alright, be alright. You ain't done yet, you just paused mid-fall. Trust and believe everything will be alright. You ain't done yet, you just paused mid-fall. I was walking through the jungle with my people by my side. Didn't know that in a moment I'd be fighting for my life. Felt the world start spinning, colors all fade to white. Next thing I knew, I was falling out of sight. Heard voices in the darkness saying, coach, hold tight. But the fear in Queen Easy had me wanting to fight. Dreams turn to storms when you can't stand the bright. But every storm breaks when you step into the light. A coma is just a comma in your life. Trust and believe everything will be alright, be alright. You ain't done yet, you just paused it. Trust and believe everything will be alright. You ain't done yet. yet, you just pause mid-fight. In the hospital bed, trying to piece back time. Maya told me, breathe, one step you'll climb. Truth lying, drop facts while the monitors chime. Said your brain hit a wall, but your hope still shines. Juji made jokes when the nights felt long. Panda read stories, keeping my heart strong. Hilarious hood pulled pranks, but he meant no wrong. And Stamps hustled salts when the pressure felt on. Every dream I battled was a lesson in disguise. Every fall just a setup for a stronger rise. When Queen JC cried, man, it opened my eyes. I ain't quitting on my people, ain't no goodbye. A coma is just a comma in your life. Trust and believe everything will be alright. Be alright. You ain't done yet, you just pause mid-fight. Trust and believe everything will be alright. You ain't done yet, you just pause mid-fight. He's good. He's more than good. He's still winning. A setback ain't a sentence. It's just a pause in the paragraph. I woke up with a vision and a fire in my chest. Every scar I carry is a reason I'm blessed. Life hit hard, but I hit back twice. Yeah, I'm alright.
Thank you to my sponsor, Coma Dreams. A coma is just a comma in your life. Tonight proved that you pause, you breathe, and you finish the sentence. We did that, we finished
You
it.
looked unstoppable out there.
I didn't quit. Coma Dreams prove comebacks are real. Thank you, coach. I told y'all, no matter how deep it gets, wake up and fight.
Coma Dreams stayed with me. They reminded me not to take any day for granted. Just being healthy, training, and showing up is something to be thankful for.
I didn't expect this, but Coma Dreams actually hit me. Watching Coach go through that made me realize how fragile life is and why you don't waste your shot. This isn't a movie, it's life. It is what it is.
You know, I didn't expect to get hit this hard by a film, but Coma Dreams just wrecked me in the best way. The way it showed someone fighting their way back, step by step, it felt honest, like rolling here on the mats.
All right, I watched Coma Dreams, and I'm going to tell you, Coach's recovery, that was truly inspiring. That's a story worth watching.
I've chased titles my whole life. Coma Dreams reminded me the real prize is waking up and getting another chance. I'm grateful. Thank you, Coach.
I've been knocked down more times than I can count. Coma Dreams reminded me, you never quit, you keep standing back up. Shout out to Coma Dreams. A coma is just a comma in your life. We finished the sentence and we finished the fight. Thank you, Coach.
Congratulations on the win. What's the message tonight?
Train by day, Coma Dreams by night, all day.